Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bad Comedy Podcast. My name is Silence Do Good.
And I'm Silent Bob. Here we are.
And welcome to Bad Comedy Podcast, everyone.
Silent Do Good?
Yeah, that was Benjamin Franklin's secret pen name in the newspaper.
Silent Do Good?
Silence Do Good, I believe.
What a douche.
And he would make fun of... He
was do a Ben Franklin podcast?
He was doing this when he was... Yeah, I just was today.
I'm surprised I haven't listened to that because I'm all about the Benjamins.
I typed in Ben Franklin history podcast. So now I'm listening to one of like...
I heard he's a sex perv.
I'm still in his teens, but...
That's when it starts.
He was 14 years old, and his brother was the editor of the newspaper, and he wouldn't let him write for it. So he wrote under a different name.
Wait, so how do you get his brother would publish him only if you use a pen name?
Well, no.
Or something?
So it would be like a secret submission that he claimed he was getting from this lady, this widow, Silence Do Good. And then his brother would publish it. But the stuff that they were saying, like everyone loved. Mm-hmm. And but a lot of it was like anti-British.
Oh, shit.
So the governor was pissed and really wanted to find Silence Do Good.
Some 14-year-old fucking guy's about to invent electricity.
Yeah, so he had that alias. So he was 14 and he was just like a viral news guy. So he kind of reminds me of you, because you make the little zines.
Yeah.
And you're fat, like him.
Yeah, me and Ben Franklin, we go, and we're also sex gods.
Uh-huh.
And also we invented the bifocal. We both did that.
He did a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was never president.
Yeah, I know. Well, so
but we still put him on money.
Yeah,
that's how good he was.
I'm trying to figure out. We need to get Teddy on a bill.
Nah, dude, I want Harriet Tubman.
No, fine.
I'm a Bathtublican.
Okay.
I've been a Tubman since I was born.
That's fine. I agree. Let's put Harriet Tubman on the 20.
Harry Tubman, were we describing the bath after I get a bunch of hair in the drain?
You don't bathe.
Harry Tubman?
You don't bathe. I'll tell you what I want. We'll keep most of it the same. Who's the guy on the $10 bill?
Andrew Jackson?
No, that's the 20. I think it's Alexander Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton.
He
got a musical.
Yeah,
I listened to a podcast about Alexander Hamilton. He was just a rich fuck. He just he was trying to help rich people.
Well, he got disowned by he's a bastard.
He was not cool. I don't know why people think he's cool.
I never said he was cool, but I was listening to something that was talking about him. He was white, but he was born in the Caribbean.
You know who was actually cool?
But hold on.
Benedict Arnold. That guy was actually
You're right.
cool.
But let me
Do you
finish,
know that?
Yeah, let me finish.
He's cool as fuck, dude.
I know. Let me finish this thought on Alexander Hamilton first. So the show Hamilton, he's black, and everyone's black in it.
Right.
Whatever happened to giving roles to people of the correct race?
Yeah.
You're
saying they're culturally appropriating white
100%, because they're like, you need to put an Indian person to the voice of Apu, or you need to have
it's sort of like
you need to have an Asian person be Genghis Khan, not a black guy.
For sure. It's sort of like when they started freeing the slaves. It's like now all of a sudden these black people are taking what us white people have.
I know.
Freedom.
Yeah.
They're culturally appropriating our freedom.
Yeah. I mean, freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose, I guess.
Yeah, that's what they told me. That's what they tried to make me feel better after I lost everything in Vegas.
But
you have nothing left to lose.
But they're doing in that play. It's minstrelsy. Yeah. It's so
sure is.
I don't like it.
I hate it.
I don't like minstrelsy. I like menstrual cycles.
Yeah.
Because then I leave the house and I leave my wife at home.
Yeah. Somebody turns on a menstrual show, I hit menopause.
Normally, when my wife has her menstrual show, I just lock her in the closet for a week.
Dude, a menstrual show? Now that's scary.
Yeah.
Red face? Are there actors wearing red face at the menstrual show?
No, that's at the Indian show.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's menstrual. So it's...
That's at the Wild Bill Hickok show.
A menstrual show.
At Wild Bill Hickok shows, he would reenact battles.
Wild John Hickok?
Well, it's actually Hickok 45 is named after Wild Bill Hickok. That sounds real.
Because they use a fake name. Yeah.
Yep.
It says on Wikipedia, by the way.
Yeah.
Remember we were worried about doxing his last name when we called him?
Yeah.
It says on Wikipedia. I found out from
and if you don't want to find it on Wikipedia, you could just listen back to when we hear his voicemail because he never picks up. What is it? John Silman is his real last name?
Yeah, his real last name is John Sillyman.
But
John Sylvan Learning.
Basically,
you remember Sylvan Learning Centers?
But he would travel doing these shows while by Hickok and reenact like Native American battles, and he would have like real Native Americans,
real Italian guys playing Native Americans.
No, it'd be real Native Americans that were like basically just like didn't want to be there, but they're like, you can make money doing this.
Yeah,
like the tribe was just destroyed,
sort of like Benedict Arnold. He didn't want to be a traitor.
Let's talk about old Ben.
The Native Americans didn't want to be a traitor.
But he was just
old Ben. What about Big Ben?
Yeah, he was just an opportunist. He was a what is it?
He wasn't an opportunist.
He's a Machiavellian.
He was I wouldn't call him an opportunist because from what I understand is like he fought for the U.S. for a long time and they just wouldn't pay him. And he basically got so desperate he had to like trade because he was poor. Like he lost all his money being a patriot.
You're being a Benedict apologist. You're being a Benedict Arnold.
Is there different schools of thought on him? I thought it was pretty straightforward.
I mean, there are for sure different schools of thoughts on him.
But like
some are like he's a evil traitor.
Well, that's what everyone says.
And just wanted gold.
He was a traitor. That's no doubt. And that was like the opinion at the time.
But most of the leaders of the revolution weren't in it for the riches. You know,
he needed like money for the soldiers to feed him and stuff. Like his armies were like starving. Like he went through a lot.
Okay, but you don't switch to the British.
Yeah.
Benedict Arnold. That's 2 first names canceled.
I remember when he went to the British, I was like, dude, good for you. Like, get out of that situation.
No.
It was like a girl leaving an abusive relationship.
When I saw him do that back in the day,
yeah,
I was like, he's a traitor. He should be tarred and feathered. And then, and he can only say caw. And then we
say anything else, we'll shoot you in the head.
Yeah. Then we draw and quarter him, and then we get Bill the Butcher to do one of his famous signature executions of him.
Okay. Bill the Butcher? Is he like 100 years later?
Well, I mean, I was around back then too.
I was around when Muhammad got married to a child bride.
Remember how I always say Willie Nelson's immortal?
Yeah.
He didn't die this last week.
Willie,
I said it last week. And then I was listening to my...
The new Beyonce album,
I was listening to my... I just listened back to my liked songs, and then every year my liked songs are the same songs. Or like the most listened to songs.
Oh, you're Wrapped?
Yeah.
You know what I hate
and
about
there's a song where
Spotify Wrapped is I like to go in no rap. I like to do it raw.
Well, my Wrapped says my biggest genre is hip hop, but my top 5 artists were all the Highwaymen.
That's pretty cool.
And then I think Merle Haggard.
I hate that shit because it just tells me what I know. It's like number 1 Kodak Black, number 2 Gucci Mane. It's like, yeah, that's all the shit I listen to. It's like I listen to the same shit, and they told me I listened to it, and I'm like, who gives a fuck?
For me, I just found it funny that the genre was hip hop.
Well, no, you had a good funny thing.
The top 5 for like the 70s outlaw country guys. But no, but I was listening to a song by the Highwaymen. Willie had the first verse, and it goes like, "I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna cross that river." So,
did you listen to Beyonce's country album?
No,
I listened to the whole thing the other night.
Why? Because you had to.
I wanted to know
your girlfriend didn't. You did this.
I did it with my girlfriend.
Your own volition. Okay.
I probably would have done it on my own volition.
You would not.
I have a lot of opinions about Beyonce.
It's probably
I think she's super overrated, and I'm always trying to back up my arguments so that I could be rude to Beyonce fans.
I was gonna make. I was gonna.
I love arguing with Beyonce fans because they're stupid.
I was gonna make fun of you for being in the Beehive, and then I was like, that sounds kind of cool.
No, the Beehive is Nicki Minaj.
Oh,
do you know that?
No, hers is the Bayhive.
I don't know what she calls it.
She has a hive. It's something. I think it's Bayhive.
Okay. Well, Nicki Minaj has a thing with bees. Okay. We should get more into Nicki Minaj, how much you like bees.
Okay. We'll do research this week and get back to it next week.
Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap.
What about sticky?
Do you know about that?
No.
That's a Nicki Minaj lyric.
I do know that one, yeah. What about
her fans are called Barbs.
What about Sticky Mirage?
Ooh.
So it's a mirage that that it's like a quicksand, like sticky sand.
Reminds me of a dream I had the other night.
Yucky.
A wet dream.
Oh, yuck.
It was a sticky mirage. Whoa. That's the sound my dick makes when I come.
Damn.
You know what happens when you walk into a room and full of women and you say, "Hey, everyone," they go.
Just one. They all scream, but only one makes a noise.
I think Gwen Rose is in there and calls the cancel police.
Oh,
and
no.
Then Adam Gilbert walks in and they say,
"Access granted."
I want to say something on the paid episode.
I want to get Jimmy Robertson back here, but he works every Saturday, I think.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's what he tells us to not be on here.
No. He wants to. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
He wants to be back on.
Yeah, do the rest of the pod with this noise.
I think so. Wait, no, I got it.
Well, Willie Nelson is on the new Beyonce album. That's why I brought it up.
Oh, really?
And I was like, okay, cool. He's going to sing with Beyonce. No. He just like introduces one of her songs.
Oh, really?
It's like a album.
He's so old now. It's basically his son.
Does he not sing anymore?
He still does, but his family, because his family's all musicians too, of course. His son props him up mainly. So
Dolly Parton's on it too.
Oh,
but
really?
She just introduces a song. I'm like, why are you squandering these? Sing with them, Beyonce, you dipshit.
My dad sees Willie.
I was so pissed.
My dad loves Willie, and he's seen him a bunch of times, but he sees him every year because he's like, I want to be at the last one. I like see him like the year he died.
You could be like, I saw his last concert.
And then he's like, I can't pay for all these tickets.
They're expensive.
Like, he's gonna die.
And I'm sure the show's not great the older he gets.
And then I said,
like going to see Bob Dylan.
I said, good luck, Dad. Maybe when Willie dies, you know.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah,
he dies.
That's like when pigs fly.
Oh, I see.
Or when Sam Talent flies.
Yeah.
Or something.
Shout out to Sam. I watched his show.
Oh, Sam Talent liked our reel.
Really?
He hit the like button on one of our bad comedy
Which
reels.
reel was it?
The one with Lucha on it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So hey,
you know he's got like a fat fetish. He just like likes fat.
I
guys.
know. Yeah, it's weird.
I actually think it's a gravity thing. Like the more mass you have, the more gravity you have. He's like attracted to massive guys because he's massive.
But he's got to make sure it's nobody bigger than him. But it's hard to find.
Oh no, man! It's that. Well, yeah, there's no one bigger than him.
Yeah,
for one.
I saw the video of him graduating. He finished his degree or something that he never finished.
I don't know, but he has a new travel series out. I think it's called My 600-Pound Life or something.
Oh. No, I think it's hot air balloons.
It's the same plot as Godzilla. He goes to Tokyo and everyone screams. Knocks over a bunch of buildings.
No, I think it's like a hot air balloon travel show, and they just like pump him up, and he's a hot air balloon. And then people ride in the basket, like Lund and stuff.
That'd be a weird sight.
I think
balloon carrying a balloon.
We need Lund to be like what's like
Lund's in it, by the way.
What?
Wide World on YouTube, Sam Talent's show.
Oh, is it an actual TV show?
No, it's a YouTube show that he made. It's like 3 episodes of traveling around Tokyo with his friends.
And do they eat food?
Yeah. Oh my God.
So it's like the podcast.
They just find,
but instead of explaining,
they find the most raw, disgusting meat ever, and they're just like slobbing it all over each other. It's so crazy.
All right. So
I don't know who likes that.
So this is what Ham Talent does. He makes videos of him going to places and eating food, and then he talks about going to places and eating food.
Uh-huh.
So the podcast is just a recap of.
Well, they go to a sex store too.
They probably talk about that on the podcast too.
Well, I don't know, maybe. Well, no, I was listening to his podcast when they were filming it. Like all the guys he takes in the video are the people from the podcast. It's Lund and that Becker guy. And then they just, so when I was listening to his podcast, I knew everything they were going to do in the video.
Can we have Lund and Becker on the podcast and not Sam?
If we can get them. They're pretty exclusive.
I know. I think Lund would come on. He thought the Live Laugh Lund thing was very funny.
Yeah.
Because we were the only ones that bought the shirts.
Well, I guess there was a story with those shirts. Like, they weren't like, there was all sorts of Denver comedian shirts on this website.
Yeah.
And it's just some guy who doesn't give any of them money for the shirt. So
he said he would give them a cut.
Yeah. He said he would give them a cut. And then he's like, I'm happy you bought those shirts because now we have definitive proof that he's not paying us.
Well, same thing with King Louis and my Live and Die in Chicago sweaters.
No, he ghosted you, huh?
There's still some left, folks. I was going to give him a free one. Now I have one extra one to sell.
Yeah.
Kelly Robinson bought one.
Shout out to Kelly Robinson.
Yeah. He loved that shit. He's like, because he's ex-GD, you know? Mm-hmm. So he loves rocking shit like that. Plus, it says Live and Die in Chicago.
I got my Steve Hofstetter shirt. A bunch of people wanted to buy this for me, but we had to take it out of the store because Steve Hofstetter.
Make sure you say it.
Steve Hofstetter's mom has Google Analytics.
Yeah, everyone. I was DMing with Steven Hofstetter.
Steve Hofstetter's 80-year-old mom has Google Analytics, and she started crying when she saw this shirt being advertised in our store.
She thought he was going to get killed, the lead pipe, because there was a shirt that said that. Because she got Google Analytics on our Instagrams and on the T-shirt.
He sounds like a little kid making up a lie.
It's the biggest lie of all time.
He sounds like, but it sounds like a school bus lie.
It is.
It's like, seriously. It's like, my mom saw that, and when she saw that, she fainted and had to go to the hospital, and she's sick now.
He said like my 80-year-old.
You did that to my mom.
He said like my 80-year-old mother. He shouldn't have said an age because I said your 80-year-old mother has Google Analytics.
Yeah.
I called him out on it.
She signs into the Google Analytics dashboard. She's got and all his merch.
And I was purposefully when I was talking to him in DMs.
She's like, Steven, you're trending really well with young white males. She's always looking at his marketing stats, telling him like how to. Yeah, you're trending well in the LGBT community.
Yeah, it's
Steven.
It's weird, Steven. Most of your fans don't have a gender. No, but. I try not to be like antagonistic that much when I was talking to him, but also like prove him wrong on everything he said, you know?
Yeah.
Like to defeat him, but in an easy approach because this shit he says.
He beat us. We took down the shirt.
Well,
in the end,
we
got defeated.
We could have kept it up. We could have kept it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
He would. If I didn't bring that up, I think he still would have like tried to sue us.
By the way, I didn't make this shirt. I found it in a thrift store. That's what I was thinking. If anything legal tries to happen.
Yeah.
I found this in a thrift store, and I found about 30 more that I'm selling.
Yeah.
I just got him at a thrift store.
Well, it doesn't mean anything. The first one was really expensive at the thrift store, so he says to make his money back by putting that in a copy machine. Mm-hmm. He puts it in.
I've been 3D printing them.
Yeah, no. He just goes to FedEx Kinko's and just puts it on the paper copy.
Yeah,
it actually works, folks. So
you could, yeah.
Go ahead and try that.
That's where I get all my shirts.
Chris Grieva got a 3D printer to make more hot dogs. So now he only has to buy one hot dog. Yeah.
What I do.
Chris Grieva, we love you, and just so you know, the hot dog thing is only endearing. So if you get mad about
it... The more we say it, the more he believes us, I think.
Yeah. I mean...
Hey, man, when we talk about how many hot dogs you eat, we're not calling you fat. We're calling you awesome.
Yeah. It's the fact is that it's awesome that you don't give a fuck. You don't hide your eating like people, like other fat people that we know. And... That's just that's brave and cool.
Do you hear he ate 12 hot dogs in a bathtub?
Really? He must be a Bathtublican.
Yeah, he's a Harriet tub man.
Yeah. He's the only other Bathtublican aside from Taft, I think.
Yeah, I'm a Bathtublican.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I got to be honest, sometimes I like a walk-in shower.
Yeah. I think I'm going to run for president again.
Okay.
So, yeah. Do I have time?
We ran as the comedy team.
I could run as the Bull Moose Party again. I could bring that back.
Yeah.
You know, except he liked nature too much.
Yeah, nature sucks.
Yeah, he liked nature.
Fuck nature. They got brown recluse spiders and deer ticks. Fuck all that.
He's like, I like nature. Yeah. So I'm gonna be like Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, tell that to somebody with Lyme disease. Yeah, bitch. Teddy Roosevelt.
So you know all the woke things. He was actually in the Progressive Party too.
Yeah,
you know, but they still took down a statue, and that's still so mad. Every morning I wake up and I see that the statue platform missing the Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, fucking kill Antifa. I might be a Democrat right now if that didn't happen.
Hold on though, I do need to tell you something.
Not saying I'm a Republican.
Teddy Roosevelt. He might be with Antifa because he likes nature. Because we got a review. I get to see at my company, I get to see the like secret reviews that people give of the products because we look out for tech bugs or whatever. And there's somebody left a review that was like, they got an email that we were advertising an Earth Day promotion. And they're like, I'm I did not realize this product was woke, all in capital. Like, this is a part of the woke mind virus that you guys are selling Earth Day. I guess saying Earth Month or Earth Day shit is actually woke. And this person was like,
well, according to this person,
they're like, that means you don't support American companies and shit or something, because any kind of language about Earth Day and recycling and shit, that's all.
You have to say
that's like woke.
Yeah, well, if you want to be not woke,
and they're
you have to say fuck Earth. So you have to be Dale.
They said I'm so disappointed in you guys for getting into politics, all because we said Happy Earth Month.
Us?
The company I work for. The company I work for is
that's just an insane person.
Did a like Happy Earth Month. We're trying to save carbon emissions, and they're like, you guys are woke. I'm canceling.
Yeah, well, those are ones you just let go.
But that might mean Teddy Roosevelt is part of the woke initiative. According to this person.
He ran as independent because he had 2 terms, I think, and then he was like, I'm going to run for a third. I guess that was allowed if you want. And he ran again, but I believe he lost. That was when he got shot, and then he got. So the story is he was in Madison. He got shot on the way.
I got a term for you.
On the way to do a speech.
You're gay.
He got shot on the way to do his speech, and he went up and did the speech.
He did the speech while he was shot.
And then he had to go to the hospital.
And he died, right?
No, he didn't die, but
he died from getting... Yeah.
But like his...
there's another guy who did a speech in the rain, and then he died. Another president.
There was one guy maybe walking...
Phoenix?
No, he was maybe Chester Arthur or something.
Yeah, Chester A. Arthur.
Yeah, I think he was president for like 2 days.
It should be Chester and Arthur.
Yeah.
Because it starts with an A.
I think there's been 2...
You're not A. Arthur, you're Ann Arthur.
Yeah. Is there a death pool for Donald Trump?
I don't know. Is there one for Biden?
I don't know. Well,
who's more likely to die, Biden or Trump?
Well, I mean, you can't bet on the Biden thing because he's already dead.
That's true.
He's literally Weekend at Bernie's.
Well, what do you call it when you kill a zombie? Are they dead again?
I don't know.
They're undead. He's undead.
Hey, people that play a lot of Call of Duty, Nazi zombies, let us know.
Yeah.
Also, Nazis, let us know.
Also, zombies, tune in.
Zombies, let us know if you're listening.
Yeah.
I think like
shout out to those.
We
zombies.
have a few zombie patrons.
Yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
So Trump's probably going to win, I assume.
Yeah.
I mean, even though he has like,
I don't know who's going to win. I'm not going to pay attention.
I mean,
I refuse to care.
Yeah.
I'm done with politics. You know what? You win, politics. You didn't want me to like this, and I don't.
Yeah.
And I'm done.
Well,
and you wanted me to quit and give up so that you could do whatever evil stuff you want to do without me interacting with it. Mm-hmm. And you got me. You win. I'm completely political.
Well, I just want Trump to win so that he'll be able to nudge the Fed to drop interest rates because he was able to last time.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
yeah, I mean, who knows what'll happen? This shit is all random.
Well, I want Trump to get elected so that I can listen to stand-up comedy in the morning on TV.
Oh yeah, I want to hear the debates. That's my favorite stand-up special that came out this year.
No, it's when he just talks.
These guys are getting so old they might have to do a sit-down special.
Yeah, but he's got like really healthy orange skin. Like people that old are normally more pale.
Yeah,
you know, he's naturally orange.
Naturally?
Yeah.
I always thought it was a cream.
No, it's like rich guy melatonin or melanin. Sorry.
Oh, you're saying he might be our second black president?
Yeah. Well, he's different.
Oh, wait, you said melatonin, not
melanin. No, I meant to say melanin.
Melanin.
I have a whole joke about mixing those up.
Yep.
But you get
how about melatonin?
You'll have to join the
melatonin.
You'll have to join the Patreon, or you'll have to follow me at Bad Boy of Comedy to find the clip.
I was printing out pictures of black guys all weekend, and now I got to pick up some more melatonin.
Yeah. Oh wait.
It's the toner that goes in your printer for printing black guys.
Wait.
Are we recording?
Wait.
Melatonin.
You actually keep talking out. I got to find the right thing.
I have to write this down. Melatonin. This is gold. This is how I'm putting together my next special.
Mm-hmm.
I did a new joke. What was my new joke? You know, I just learned this phrase.
Wait.
You told me to keep talking.
Oh, that's the ad bill. So
the ad bell.
Yeah. So while we're talking about ad bell, you have added Cool Steeper Club. Is that the tea that you just finished right there in the Dunkin' Donuts cup?
Yeah, that was coolsteeperclub.com tea.
Yeah.
From coolsteeperclub.com.
Okay. So you forgot to bring a regular cup, right? And I said you couldn't use my cups because it's my house.
So I had to dig through the trash for the Dunkin' Donuts cup.
Mm-hmm. In the alley.
Well, it's Humboldt Park, so it's just in the street.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're in Humboldt Park, so you can pretty much get garbage anywhere.
Well, I saw you taking coins out of it when you got here. So did you just swipe it from a homeless person?
Yeah. I throw all the coins on the ground.
What is... So you brought the picture, though. What is Cool Steeper Club?
Cool Steeper Club is a cold brew tea company subscription.
Okay.
So they just send me like little packets of tea, and they send me like a little bottle, and you put the tea in the bottle, and it makes and you just put it in the fridge, and it makes.
How long does it take?
Like I think it takes like 8 hours, but you just put it in overnight.
Overnight.
And the tea just sits in there.
A whole pitcher.
Yeah, a whole pitcher.
Holy crap!
And each of them little bags makes like 4 pitchers.
How many?
They send me 4 bags, so it's like 16 pitchers of tea.
Holy shit! That's a lot of tea.
It kind of is. It's like a lot of tea.
How many different?
And they're 4 different flavors a month.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, so you can just try them all.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Always different flavors. I like the Kenyan Black because it reminds me of the best president we ever had, Barack Obama.
Oh. I think I tried that. Was that Cool Steeper Club, the cranberry Kenyan Black?
They have that one too.
That one tasted just like a cranberry Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. So they deliver it right to your door.
True that.
What if you have like a gated community?
I think you could put some delivery instructions in there.
Okay.
Be like,
but
I used to deliver pizzas to a gated community, and guess what? They just let me in.
Really?
Yeah. I got a pizza.
What if
then I would go in there and I'd kick over their lawn jockeys.
What if you're on like a military?
You know, the gated communities, they always have black lawn jockey like racist things.
What if you're on like a military base? I know we have a lot of military listeners. A lot of honorable military listeners.
If you're on a military base, the code is Alpha 0 G.
Bravo.
Kill.
Alpha Johnny Bravo.
Yeah. We got to activate our Manchurian candidates.
But folks,
I actually ordered the Manchurian chicken the other day, and I actually said the wrong thing, and he tried to kill General Tsao.
Oh, you said candidate?
Yeah, I actually said the secret word. He tried to kill General Tsao.
Yeah,
the Manchurian chicken.
What's the word again? You just say the full name, or your full name, or something, or someone says your full name a bunch of times.
No, it's like a code.
Yeah,
I remember in the Marvel movies, it's like
penis pussy.
It's like a mix of words and letters and random shit. It's like shit you wouldn't accidentally hear.
I remember for the guy that was like running for president or whatever, his mom, who turned out to be evil, like just said would say his full name with the middle name in it like 3 times in a row, and then he would flip into it.
Then he would appear like Candyman.
No, then he would just turn into the robot that he was trained to be. So, folks, make sure you watch.
Denzel's in one of those.
Make sure you watch
Shout out to Denzel.
Manchurian Candidate, and then also get Manchurian Ramen Noodles. That's the name brand.
Yeah.
But before you do all that, coolsteeperclub.com, promo code badcomedy for 20 to 25% off. 25?
25% off.
What? Maybe even 26. Check it out and find out. And also patreon.com/badcomedy. There's no ads there, and that's also where we have half of the episodes, all the funny guest episodes. Mm-hmm. This episode is made mainly for ads and for like it's really bad on purpose, but the other ones are actually funny.
Yeah, I mean it costs less than a fucking Monster Energy drink.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It costs less than a bag of Doritos from the liquor store where I just got them.
Yeah. And how long has it been? $3.99 per month. That's been since the 80s probably. So it's been that same price since this podcast started in the 80s. Mm-hmm. So with inflation at 3% every year, you're essentially paying 5 cents a month.
God, I miss the 80s.
That was math in my head. I just did that.
That's pretty good, man.
Uh-huh.
You're like Dustin Hoffman from that movie where you can count stuff.
I feel like when it comes to like finances, I'm kind of like Tom Cruise mixed with Rain Man. you know.
Yo, you're kind of like
the
both.
coolness of Tom Cruise,
and
the
ability to sleep with a woman like Tom Cruise,
and the smartness of Rain Man.
You ever slept with a lady?
Oh,
was asking me, why don't you ever have a girlfriend?
I have to wait until paywall, but let me write something down so I don't forget.
Neuro was asking me, why don't you ever have a lady friend?
I don't have a girlfriend because I don't know.
Do you have guy friends?
I'm not a girlfriend guy. No,
you're more of a guy. You're more of a guy's guy.
No.
Do you love the mountains?
I don't know. Some people.
Do you love the mountains?
Some people always have girlfriends.
Do you love the Brokeback Mountain?
No. I thought you meant we were talking about titties.
You consider yourself more of a Jake Gyllenhaal or a other guy who's the Joker?
Well, that's not a fair question.
Why?
Well, actually, if you're talking about Heath bars, I do like Heath bars.
Are you more a Heath Ledger or a Jake Gyllenhaal?
Jake Gyllenhaal in End of Watch.
Oh, dude, that movie's
good.
Bullshit.
You like
that movie's bullshit. I think it was a decent movie.
You need to watch
I
Snow
like
on
the
the
actors.
Bluff. Write down Snow on the Bluff. You need to watch it.
Hold on, though. This movie. Here's the thing about End of Watch. It's a movie that's about the LAPD, and it's kind of like cops are cool. And it came out in 2012. And do you know what happened in 2013? Christopher Dorner went to war with the LAPD.
Oh,
he was an
guy?
ex-LAPD guy who was like, they were calling him the N-word, and then he told on another cop who hit a schizophrenic person.
And he killed a bunch of people or something?
She punched a schizophrenic person. Then the whole LAPD turned on him, kicked him out of the police force. So then he wrote a manifesto about how he was going to... He's also a decorated like veteran and stuff. Like he was a troop. And
are you sure he wasn't a veterinarian?
He was a good guy. There's a great shirt that says "Support our troops." It's got a picture of Christopher Dorner on it. I really want to get it.
I don't know if
I should just get it.
I don't know.
I'm just worried that a cop will see it and then fucking hit me with his billy club.
Wait, just get a Unabomber shirt. Get his Ted Kaczynski shirt.
No, I can't do that because I don't agree with what he did with the bombs.
But he loves the environment.
Yeah, he had supposedly some wise things to say about the environment, but then he was just blowing up random people. So he clearly had a fetish for killing people.
Well,
he was a serial killer.
Well,
he was a serial killer who was
I mean,
smart.
you're a computer coder, so so he would be like, he would hate you. Because he hated all technology.
Yeah, he would hate me.
He's usually humans aren't meant for this technology is ruining the earth.
Yeah. I don't think he would hate me the most. I think he hated like the professors who were like on the cutting edge of it.
The professors and like the CEOs of the big companies.
But also he just blew up some random people.
Yeah.
Like they weren't all like technology people.
Kind of funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
There's a movie called Ted K. It's like a
Ted Kennedy.
No, but it's about him, and it's not a documentary. It's like just a thing where it's like a real dramatization of it.
Yeah.
And they in the background they have like a lot of his manifesto in it, like during the thing. But it's pretty good.
Let me say a little bit more about Chris Dorner. So Chris Dorner, he made a manifesto and he said,
and black,
"I'm going to kill."
He's black, right?
He's a black guy. They were saying the N-word. He didn't like it, and then also he didn't like that his partner hit a schizophrenic guy, like punched him in the head for no reason.
Well, there's probably a reason.
According to him, no. Well, according to him, it was abuse, and that's why he reported her, and that's what got the rest of the force to turn on him. Because it's like you're supposed to look out for other cops.
Yeah, you don't rat on fellow cops.
This is the Rodney King Police Department, by the way. The LAPD.
I know, but more like Ratney King.
So anyway,
you don't rat on other cops.
They basically got him fired for no reason.
Well, no, he ratted on a cop.
No, he didn't. He was being responsible.
Dude, you never.
I wish cops would rat on each other for beating up disabled people.
Dude, you never rat on a co-op, okay? And I bet the schizophrenic person went all schizo on them. So
I get that being a rat is lame, but you know what's not lame? Going to war with the police department. That is cool. And he said, I'm going to kill the police officers' families.
So that is
he's
cool.
like, it's like Saw. It's like a horror movie.
Okay.
He went a little far, but, he really wanted to hurt them.
Well, that's worse than Ted Kaczynski. He's killing kids.
Well, they're implicit. They're related to the cops he hates.
So are you saying that black people...
Ted Kaczynski was legit killing random people.
Well, most of the people he targeted were... people he was targeting on purpose.
Right, but some of them were random, and some of the people, and they were bombs, so sometimes like secretaries would just get blown up for taking in the mail.
Yeah, at first.
So it wasn't very good.
At first his bombs didn't even really work.
Yeah, a few of them didn't even work, yeah.
But he'd write like
they found a bomb in his house when they caught him. Like he had another one ready to go.
Nice. No, he was cool.
It might have been just like a bomb in his house.
All right, so are you arguing that black people are cooler
Hold
than
on.
white people?
I gotta add one more detail because this is the detail people forget. The LAPD, when they were looking for him, they just started shooting up anybody who drove the same truck as him, and they killed a bunch of innocent people.
Yeah.
The LAPD were just shooting random people.
That's the same thing that happened.
And so, you know what he did? He burned his truck. That way they would stop shooting that truck. And he went on feet. And that's part of the reason why he got busted, because he kind of like ended up on foot.
Yeah. Well, also
he didn't want the cops to keep killing innocent people.
He also didn't want his car to get shot up.
So in some ways, he saved people.
Well, so he also didn't want to get shot up.
He knew that they were looking for his truck. So that I guess he did have to get rid of his truck. But they
the
also
same thing as bank robbers. Like
they
getting
also
rid of their
legit LAPD legit executed some people just because they were driving a purple truck.
Yeah, no, that's wild. That's insanely wild. But if his description of truck was wanted, then I would do the same thing. I would burn it.
At the end of it, I think
that's what criminals do all the time.
The numbers of people who got shot in this were like pretty even.
Yeah.
For who he went after and got, and who the LAPD just randomly shot trying to get him.
Yeah.
So
like people
at the end of the day, I don't know.
People that like rob banks or rob like money trucks, like they'll have a getaway car and then they'll burn it and get another car.
Yeah. Well, that's what he did too. He was like switching cars. It wasn't his first car. Mm-hmm. But like once they knew he was in this car, they just started looking for him, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool though.
I think he's sweet.
So okay, so you think he's cooler than Ted Kaczynski? So are you taking the side of black people are cooler than white people?
All right, so Ted Kaczynski,
because
both these guys have pretty good philosophies.
Let me tell everyone something quick. So me and Jason have had a long-term debate. Who's cooler, white people or black people?
Yeah, sure.
It's been pretty contentious.
Yeah.
Jason has been taking the side of
white
people because of Charles Babbage, Charlemagne,
Alan Turing,
Alan Turing, and then I think that you have like
Rasputin.
You have Charlemagne de God. You got like Michael King Jr.
Yeah. Michael King Jr.
And you got Michael Jordan.
Michael King Sr.
Michael Jordan. He's so
Michael
cool.
Jordan's not cool.
He's so cool. He can wear a Hitler mustache. No one says anything.
No, Michael Jordan's not cool.
All right. Well, let's go back to the debate. So you're saying that this guy is cool and Ted Kaczynski's not?
Yeah. Well, I like Christopher Dorner. I like Ted Kaczynski's philosophy. Mm-hmm. But I don't like his like random bombing.
Well, he did. He did say he doesn't.
Christopher Dorner, that whole thing. There's no like Ted Kaczynski was a smart guy who was also a serial killer. Christopher Dorner was out for revenge. He's like John Wick, you know.
Well, actually, that's in the manifesto, Ted K says kind of the same thing. He's like I don't really care how many people die.
Yeah.
And he was just like he wanted to more send a message.
Yeah. I watched a documentary about Ted Kaczynski, and his neighbor said that one day the kid was playing in the yard, and he saw Ted Kaczynski was just training a rifle on their kid.
Yeah,
so it's like
the neighbors would ride like dirt bikes near his property.
Yeah,
yeah.
And
he would shoot.
This kid was like 9 or something. He's just pointing a gun at her.
Yeah, and he had like an old ass rifle, and he would like shoot the rifle at like airplanes that were like. And it'll be downtown, and it'll be like the biggest building. Each floor will be comedy open mics.
You've been digging into history. You do any Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah. Actually, not as much as some. You
hear about him being maybe gay?
Really?
Yeah, there's a conspiracy that Abraham Lincoln might have been gay.
Well, that makes sense because Abraham Talent is gay. But they think he was gay. He did have a high voice.
Well, there's these stories about him sleeping in bed. This is the evidence that I remember is he slept in bed with other dudes sometimes. But some people say that was just like the time period.
Yeah, there's just like bros.
We only have one bed.
Yeah.
So you just share a bed.
Uh-huh.
And then the other thing they say is Mary Todd was ugly.
I mean,
so he probably didn't care what she looked like because he was like banging dudes on the road. Also, he was a wrestler. You know, Abraham Lincoln was a big wrestler.
Okay. But then he would have gotten boners during the matches.
Maybe he did.
But one weird
Sometimes
thing,
a boner
at
can be an advantage.
At my high school, a wrestler was wrestling a female opponent and got a boner.
Yeah?
Then came out as gay.
What?
Riddle me that.
Maybe he's like, don't get a boner, don't get a boner. Think of guys. Oh, fuck, now I'm getting a boner.
Thought way too hard, guys.
Yeah, he's like, he thought he was attracted to women.
Yeah.
So he's like, don't think about women, think about men. And then he got hard as hell.
Yeah.
He's like, shit, backfired.
That might be it. Yeah. I don't think he's gay.
Abraham Lincoln?
He just had like bros. Like
yeah, that's what they always say.
Well, I mean, he grew up in a log cabin, so like sleeping and like crashing in the same bed as another dude is like,
yeah.
I mean, it'd probably be normal for him.
I mean, I think a log cabin is another word for a man's butthole.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, it's where the logs come from.
It's
like the cabin where the logs live.
No, but the Lincoln Logs building, it'll be the new Lincoln Lodge.
Oh.
And every floor.
Do we need a new one? Can we just get rid of the current one and not have one?
No, this one is run by John.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should just start something else.
We'll call it the John Hancock building.
Why doesn't he run some comedy show?
We'll call it the John Hancock building.
Okay.
All right. And then each floor.
I always like the word
it'll be 100 floors. Every floor will be an open mic.
Oh, God.
I mean, that'll be the most profitable.
That's what they're already doing.
That'll be the most profitable building of all time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to go back.
Imagine the amount of annoyed bartenders you would need.
Yeah.
to man all the bars and where every floor is open mic.
I want to go back to our dollar bills conversation. So I want to get rid of Andrew Jackson to appease the woke people.
Yeah.
And then get rid of Alexander Hamilton because no one even knows who's on the $10 bill. I bet if we go outside and ask 10
I thought
people,
I was mixed up.
I bet less than half will know.
Hamilton. Lincoln's on the 5. I'm cool with that. Washington's on the 1. I'm a big fan of Washington on the 1.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I mean, he owned slaves, but it was the times. Everyone did. It was like owning machines, especially way back then. But he was also...
even now.
He was also a proponent of letting... I mean, they needed the help, but of letting black slaves fight for their freedom if they fought in the war.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that was something they wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Like Glory?
That was Civil War, I know. But yeah.
I just can't think of... People talk a lot about black people fighting in these wars, and I got to think it was not very many.
Well, if you think about the revolutionary times, like I think a quarter of the population is slaves.
Yeah, that's interesting. But how many of them would fight? I feel like they wouldn't trust them to give them a gun.
At first, the first slaves to fight.
I listened to a George.
Hold on, listen to this. England would basically bribe them or bribe the slave owners.
Yeah.
And be like, and basically, or demand that they get to have their slaves. So they tell the slaves they would be free men if they had fought on the British side. So the British did it first.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Patriots, who own slaves, obviously, they didn't have enough people against the Royal Army. So they just did the same thing, you know?
I listened to a couple podcasts. Dan Carlin talked about slavery. Like the slave owners in America were like really scared of slave rebellion.
Yeah.
So I would think, because like you said, they're like, we're crazy outnumbered.
Massively outnumbered, yeah.
Yeah. And so that's what kind of made them more brutal, maybe. Because they were so scared, it made them like...
They walked with a big stick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I always feel weird. It's like, I don't fucking know what the slaves were up to. Why am I talking about it?
Well, I mean, the
and then the other thing is, I listened to a podcast.
The owners would put them in a mentality where they didn't feel like people that were capable.
But I don't want to make it sound like it was so bad to be a slave owner because they were scared of slave rebellion. They were probably still fucking drinking lemonade on the porch.
No, you know what they were drinking?
What?
Iced Cool Steeper Club. And they were like, "Man, this is a mighty fine iced Cool Steeper Club I'm sipping on."
Oh, Kenyon Black, isn't that where Harry's from?
Isn't that where Frederick Douglass is from? Kenyon Black, more like Frederick Davis or Frederick Douglass.
Frederick Douglass, yeah.
More like W.E.B. Du Bois.
Oh, God.
Frederick Douglass was cool.
Yeah, I read his book.
I don't read books, but he was actually like respected by like Lincoln and stuff.
Oh, they were buddies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He actually...
It's like finally a black guy who could earn Lincoln's respect.
I mean, that's pretty big to be at a party like Lincoln announced like, "Everyone, this is my friend Frederick Douglass. Like he said, like meetings with him where he said he's his friend.
Yeah.
But like saying that in public was like wild.
He was the American ambassador to Haiti, I learned. Because, they were the only successful slave rebellion. So they like killed the French off and got rid of them. And then we wanted to be friends with them. So we sent Frederick Douglass, a free slave.
A lot of
to be like represent us.
A lot of people call him Frederick Thugless.
Ooh.
Yeah, because he was a gangster.
It's the Duggish, ruggish Fred.
What's up? What's wrong? What's up with Tupac?
You know that when I worked at elementary school, there was a kid who called me Frederick Douglass because it was Black History Month and they put up all the black books. So it was like a Martin Luther King book and blah, blah, blah. And then there was a Frederick Douglass book, but it's old. So his picture's in black and white. So you can't quite, you could tell he's a black guy.
He had like bigger hair, right? And then
I had really long hair and a big beard. And the kid's like, Mr. Jason, you look like Frederick Douglass. And he called me Frederick Douglass for 3 years.
So you were Frederick Douglass and white James Harden?
Yeah, light-skinned James Harden. That was at a different school, but yeah.
All right, so quick question.
Those are my two nicknames.
Tupac, at least in the song Hail Mary, he's like Machiavelli in this Illuminati. He says May says Machiavelli in
Is that
this
our vice president?
Illuminati all through your body blows like a 12-gauge shotty. Okay, so it's Machiavelli, just so you know, Tupac, and it's Illuminati.
Yeah, what's Illuminati?
Kill Illuminati.
Oh.
I think those are the cool things that he would say he is.
Dude,
I'm
not a big Tupac fan.
Neither am I. But if anybody's Machiavelli, it's me.
Yeah, because
My name's Mac.
I'm just checking the time.
Oh, we need to do an ad.
What?
Wait, hold on.
We did an ad. Cool Steve.
No, there's two ad things.
What time is it?
3:42 in the morning. Ad time. So,
was that the ad button?
Everyone, join patreon.com/badcomedy for the good episodes.
Last time I heard that sound, my horse died.
Yeah, and don't worry if you thought that was Brian Crow. He's not on any of the guest episodes. It's only super cool people.
We should have Brian Crow.
Yeah.
Would you have him on?
I wonder if he'd do it. Yeah, I would have him on.
I feel like he would say no.
The only person I've vetoed is Brian Johnson, I think.
Yeah.
But patreon.com/badcomedy. It's only $3.99 a month. Join that. And then also Brain Spa OFC for having great experiences by microdosing a thing that...
they got chocolate bars.
It's kind of
they
like,
got candies.
It's kind of like shiitake type of thing.
Yeah.
But this is the free one, so we won't go too much into it, but just at Brain Spa OFC.
On Instagram.
Uh-huh. And now back to the podcast. And back to the show. Happy New Year! So I've been learning the organ. How to play the organ.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The skin flute?
Yeah, let me play it.
Ooh.
Is that good?
That was great.
Oh, I'm getting a call. John Hickok. Hello?
Straight to voicemail.
Oh,
what if he started...
It says John Hickok Sr.
What if he started...
He's like, hey, Mac, let's go down to the range and let's make some dings.
If John Hickok... It'd be funny if John Hickok started calling us during the podcast, and then when we answered, it was just his voicemail.
Yeah, he's like, this is John Seelman. Give me a call back. I need to check my voicemail and see if it's any good. I should have.
If you have a good voicemail.
Voicemail, yeah. It's probably like I'm having gay sex.
Oh,
so,
dude, not professional.
Yeah, not professional. Aaron Putnam's voicemail is like seems like he's mean and aggressive in it. He's like, this is Aaron Putnam. So Aaron was over here the other day for the reason I told you about, and I was
for him to relapse on drugs and alcohol.
No,
and then hide it from his wife.
Yeah, well, he did chug a handle of vodka when he came in,
and they injected drugs intravenously.
He injected epoxy.
Whoa!
But it made him really strong.
Damn, I can see that.
Yeah. But who knows the side effects?
Yeah.
But anyways,
I mean, could you fuck him up anymore?
Me and him
Aaron
talked.
Putnam.
Me and
what
him.
a fucked up brain he has.
But
you think putting epoxy in his veins is gonna make him any worse?
Yeah, maybe it'll slow him down. No, actually, rewind a little bit. Erica Clark. Hold on, there is one right here. Guys, this is
I wish there was a sound when you were flipping the pages, like.
That's good enough. So
it's a fart than a
on Facebook, Erica Clark made a thing about like, hey, just so y'all know, when you buy thousands of likes on your stand-up clips, we can notice.
Yeah.
And then TJ Sposhi commented something like, yeah, I know a guy that I see that just like constantly like buys a bunch of likes all the time. And then I messaged TJ. I was like, Brad Sneesman, perchance? And he was like, yeah.
I think it's like once you're in, you're in.
I mean,
he probably thought, oh, I'll buy him at first and then I'll grow.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I'm not growing, but I don't want everyone to think that I stink.
The main problem is that he uses it to get booked. And
does it work?
That would piss people off, and I think it does work. Yeah,
it probably only works once, and then people are like, he has no draw. Sort of like Scott Darling.
Yeah. No, it's for Scott.
Like, oh, this guy is famous, and then he shows up and nobody comes, and you're like, oh wait.
For Scott, it's more like he's like a deer in headlights. I think. That's why.
Are you saying because when he's on stage, his legs are always shaking?
So I was talking with Aaron about it, but I was like, I don't know what he's gonna do. He's gonna have to pay for likes forever. Either that, or
maybe he makes good money and doesn't care.
I don't think he makes good money. There's no way he makes good money on comedy.
I always liked my idea that we did, but
I'm
not gonna say it.
Yeah, I mean that was a one-time thing.
It was a two-time thing.
we're only gonna talk about it behind the paywall, folks. That was a one-time thing, wasn't it?
No, we did it twice.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, we did.
We'll talk about it on the Patreon, where we give all the secrets away. We did something fucked up too.
Yeah, totally fucked up.
That is not, and it has to do with several people in the comedy scene, and it's super fucked up. So check it out on Patreon.
Yeah.
This week
for $3.99.
$3.99 for everything. It's not like per episode. We're not Dan Carlin.
And if you sign up now, we have a deal going where me or Mac will do a free cameo for you. We'll do like a self-tape video, and we'll make fun of someone you like, or say how much we like you, whatever you want to.
And Rachel Marsh, if you're listening right now, I'm going to send you the cameo about hoping you get better from having the flu. 6 days after.
Well, we didn't say how long it's going to take us to send them to you.
Yeah, but she doesn't have the flu anymore.
There's no guarantee that if you have the flu and ask us for a video about getting you well from the flu, that we'll send it to you in time where you still have the flu.
I was like, hey, Mosh.
There's a clause in the contract that says, if you have the flu, you might be healed by the time you get the video.
Yeah, at least she doesn't have the swine. At least she doesn't have the.
If two towers hit the trade tower on 9/11, that we don't have to pay you insurance. That's also in our on 9/11/2001. If two towers hit the buildings at around 9 a.m. and 11 a.m., we don't have to pay you out.
Except for one company.
Except for one company.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, I think the reason you're sick all the time is probably swine flu.
Hey, fuck you, man.
No, but in Rachel's
H1N1.
Yeah. So
I worked at a hospital.
In her video,
I worked at a hospital during that, and like whole families would come in at the same time and be like, "We think we got it."
Like Dale's family, Zoro's family, Cam Honey's family, Sam Talent's family. But in her video, I was like, "Hey, Mosh, heard you got the flu," and then I was like, "You want me to call the ambulance?"
Oh yeah.
And then I was like,
crying bitch.
Just kidding. Hope you get better. The flu's. No one's ever had the flu.
Yeah.
But I can get you a Whamburger and some cheese fries or Weineken.
Yeah. I'm willing to play the world's smallest violin for you right now.
Yeah. And then I told her maybe the good thing about this is you won't have to go to an Easter thing, or if you live out of town, you can just ignore calls and say you're too sick to talk to them. So that's the positive of it.
That's a good move, yeah.
But she's getting. It would have been better if it was timed for her to get it on Easter.
Mm-hmm.
But
Keister.
Burgermeister Meister Burger.
That's our order has arrived.
Okay, cool.
JasonMeltonComedy.com, Jason Melton Twitch, cool Jason Melton.
All right, yeah. Catch and his Discord. Check that out. I'm just gonna keep going for 3 minutes. Follow me at Bad Boy of Comedy on everything, folks. Wow, it feels way less fat in here, and it's like colder in here. That guy emits a lot of fucking heat. He's like a meteor, but meteor. But he doesn't eat meat. Lots of cheese pizza though and cake. He actually has a pizza bathroom where they feed his girlfriend feeds pizzas into a slot and forces him to stay in there. Guys, don't leave the podcast yet. We got to do an hour. What do you guys want to do? China? Do you guys know Jolly Bean? You guys believe in God? Oh.
Scusi.
Yeah, sorry. I was saying sorry.
Shut up.
Oh shit. What? No. Catch me at every comedy club in Chicago. Zany's Laugh Factory. Comedy Bar, of course, the best club in the city. Oh, that's cute. I found this evil doll. And I did a forced entry the other day. It was like that. Yeah, I'm still here. Join the Patreon. As you can tell, this one's clearly bad. And the guest is here, so I'm just waiting out this. But listen till the end. Merry Christmas, by the way.
Ho, ho, ho.
Shout out to Brian Crow. Shout out to all the patrons. You know who you are. Zeke Zugler, Hank Cruz. Fucking Joe Hughes. Come back. Fuck, I always say the same names. Anthony Hernandez. Shout out to Adam Urbanski, still on my fighting side. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to Leslie Tanner. Shout out to Michael Douglas. Shout out to Charles Babbage. Oh shit. That's all I can think of off the top of the head right now, but hope you guys enjoyed the episode, especially the end there. If you got it till the end, if you listen till the end here, you get 1 month of Patreon free. I will refund it if you're a patron. If you're not a patron, hit me up and I'll give you your first month free. Bang.